Many people dream of reaching the top, but few understand the true price of it. It's not just about building a career or accumulating possessions. The difference between an ordinary person and someone who truly achieves success lies in the ability to make decisions that align with what they believe. And that is not easy. In fact, no one ever said it would be. Initial motivation is essential, but it is consistency that strengthens the path, the discipline to stay true to what you believe. There will be times when you face difficult choices. In those moments, it is your integrity that will dictate your next step. Knowing how to say no to things that don't align with your values is an act of courage. Saying no when everything else seems to push you to say yes is what builds respect, both for yourself and from others. This is where discipline comes in, because every no is a reaffirmation of what you want to build, of the kind of person you are becoming. This journey requires you to keep your head high and your focus adjusted on what matters. The success of the top 2% is not just a matter of effort or luck. It is a matter of commitment and knowing how to refuse what does not add value. When you establish this level of commitment, not only to what you want, but to who you are, everything starts to make sense. Because that is how you build a true path, where each step echoes what you really represent. Sometimes, the world will offer you shortcuts. Offers that seem irresistible, a promise of easy success, quick recognition. But the 2% who reach the top do not get carried away by fleeting brilliance. They know that it is discipline that keeps their head in the game and consistency that prevents them from veering off course. Every decision aligned with the values they cultivate represents a secure step toward what truly matters. Because real success is not about what you achieve in the outside world, but about what you build within yourself. Discipline is what distinguishes those who reach their goals from those who get lost along the way. And this discipline must be accompanied by patience and determination. Victories do not come overnight, and consistency is what sustains this waiting. Have you ever thought about what it really means to be committed to something? It is having the courage to stand firm even when the tide is not in your favor, even when everything seems complicated and the path too long. And perhaps you are wondering, is all this effort worth it? Could the path not be easier? But it is precisely this resistance that strengthens the spirit. The 98% who give up do not know the value that exists in each day of struggle, in each step taken toward what they believe. They do not understand that the process of overcoming is what shapes the person you are destined to be. When you choose to persist, even when it's hard, you are building something much greater than a mere goal. You are creating an unshakable mindset, a strength that does not yield to difficulties. The 2% who achieve true success are those who refuse to give up. For them, consistency and discipline become the central axis of everything they do. They know that there is no victory without sacrifice, and that each renunciation strengthens the journey, making each challenge even more significant. These individuals do not rely solely on a spark of motivation. They have developed a routine of actions, of choices, that keep their dreams alive. Every no they say to what does not add value is, at the same time, a yes to what truly matters. And this strength is fueled by the understanding that true success does not happen overnight. If you want to build something lasting, you need to be willing to walk, step by step, without losing sight of what you want to achieve. You need to ask yourself, what really matters to me? If your answer is merely to reach a position or status, perhaps you need to reassess what drives you. The success of the top 2% does not come from the pursuit of external recognition, but from a deep desire to do something that resonates with who they are. They set aside what is superficial and embrace what truly transforms. And with that, they not only make a difference in their lives, but also inspire everyone around them. Now, imagine living each day with that conviction. Knowing that every step, every decision is a rung in your personal construction. When you take control of your path, the motivation to continue comes from within, not from applause or external validations. That is what defines the 2%, the consistency in being true to what they believe, without relying on approval. They forge a unique path that requires courage and a lot of discipline, but results in an achievement that few can attain. In moments of doubt, those who truly understand the value of discipline remember that every sacrifice is part of the process. For them, success is not a matter of if, but of when. And no matter how much the world around them says it is difficult, that the path is too long, they persist. Because for them, giving up is simply not an option. Consistency shapes them, and each challenge only strengthens their determination to go even further. And then, one day, they look back and realize that every no they said, every renunciation, every sacrifice was what brought them to that point. Success, after all, is built long before it becomes visible. It is born in those decisions that no one saw, in those early mornings when they chose to stay strong. It is there that the 2% are formed, in the backstage of the struggle, away from the spotlight, where only discipline and determination become their driving force. Life will always test your will to win. In the beginning, you might feel alone, looking around and seeing that few share the same willingness to strive and to be consistent. But it is in those moments that the difference is made. It is during those times, when everything seems to conspire against you, that you define who you really are. The 2% who make it have that resilience, that unshakable faith that, no matter how distant the goal seems, every step is worth it. And that doesn't mean they don't feel fear or insecurity. They do, and how? The difference is that they have learned to act despite it. Discipline guides them, and motivation is renewed with each new step taken. They know that success is not the absence of challenges, but the victory over each one of them. Fear becomes fuel, and consistency in the struggle pushes them forward, even when the future seems uncertain. The path of overcoming requires you to commit not only to your dream, but also to your own evolution. With each obstacle overcome, you transform and strengthen yourself. The process of growth is constant, and the 2% who achieve their greatest desires understand that they are not just chasing a goal. They are, in fact, becoming the best version of themselves through every decision and every day lived with purpose and discipline. As you progress, you will realize that what really matters is not the final destination, but the person you become along the way. The 2% know this. They learn to see each defeat as a lesson and each victory as a consequence of discipline and consistency. This shift in perspective is what makes them unstoppable. Because for them, the value of each achievement lies not in accumulating trophies, but in knowing they gave their best with every step. These winners do not live comparing themselves or seeking validation. They are focused on growth, on evolution, and this is what gives them an inner peace that nothing external can steal. They know that success is merely a consequence of a job well done, of days and nights dedicated to improvement. And for this reason, they move forward with tranquility, confident that the reward will come at the right time, as discipline keeps their goals alive and consistency makes them real. Each of these 2% has built their path with a greater purpose, something that goes beyond themselves. They seek not only to achieve their dreams, but to leave a positive impact on those who accompany them. For them, success is also a commitment to inspire and motivate those who are just starting out. Because in the end, true fulfillment lies in knowing that, through your own story, you can motivate and guide others to believe and pursue their dreams as well. So, as you follow your path, remember that every decision matters. Those who are part of the 2% know that success is a choice made repeatedly every day. It is discipline that keeps them steady when the world tries to steer them off course. It is consistency that leads them to say yes to what truly makes sense and no to everything that does not add value. This daily commitment is what transforms simple dreams into solid and lasting achievements. In the end, what remains is the certainty that it was all worth it. These 2% know that the true prize is personal growth, the transformation that occurs with every challenge overcome. And this journey of discipline and consistency becomes a story worth telling, an inspiration for those who, like them, want to achieve something great. They carry not only the weight of their achievements, but also the pride of having built everything with their own hands through unwavering determination. And now, I ask you, what is your path? Are you ready to face difficulties, to say no to what doesn't serve you, and to commit to what really matters? Because the truth is that everyone has the capacity to be part of that 2%. It all depends on you. In the end, the true motivation to pursue success lies within you. Every choice we make is an opportunity to shape our future, and discipline becomes the foundation upon which we build our dreams. So, I invite you to reflect. What will you choose from now on? Are you willing to give your best, to be consistent even when times are tough? That is the key to opening the door to opportunities and, perhaps, becoming part of the 2% who inspire and make a difference in the world. Remember, the journey may be long and filled with challenges, but every step is worth it when you are focused on your purpose. And while you are on this path, think about how you can impact those around you. Your story of overcoming can be the light others need to move forward. And if you feel that fire within you, don't hesitate to share it with the world. If you enjoyed this content and want to keep learning about motivation and self-development, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Together, we will explore more about how to become the best version of yourself. After all, it won't be easy, but with consistency, discipline, and motivation, success is a journey worth taking. Write in the comments if you are willing to become one of the 2%.